Well, it's tax time, and I'm here to talk about an important topic that's come up in the past few years that we're going to start seeing become more and more important in future years. And that topic is talking about 1099s. Now, as you're watching this video, you might say, "Man, I've heard of a 1099 before." Maybe you have a brokerage account that had dividends inside of it and you received a 1099 DIV, or a bank account that had interest and you received a 1099 INT. Or you had a IRA, a retirement account, and you took a distribution and you received a 1099-R. Well, an additional 1099 that you're going to hear more and more about over the next few years is a 1099K. A 1099K is a 1099 that is created from a third party transaction. And that's really a very fancy way of saying if you've ever sent or received, in this case received, money from maybe Venmo or PayPal or Cash App, in the past, you've had to receive more than $20,000 or 200 transactions in order to get one of these documents sent to you. That number has been lowered to $600. And really, what this means is that we're going to see a lot more people over the next handful of years start to get 1099Ks when they get their tax documents every January, February, March of each year. Now, does that mean you should stop using Venmo and PayPal to split that dinner between friends, or pay your roommate for rent that month, or selling an item on Facebook Marketplace or on one of the other apps? No, definitely not. But what this does mean is that you need to make sure to provide these forms to your tax preparer. Even if that money was not really meant for business use, it's still incredibly important for us to put this on your tax return and find a way to offset that income. Really, what this means is that for those that are self-employed and are accepting their vendors or payments from their clients in Venmo or PayPal, you still keep doing what you've normally done, which is take all of that income and put it on your Schedule C and file it normally. But again, for those that have been using Venmo and PayPal really to pass money between friends, don't worry, you're probably not going to have to pay any taxes on that, not unless you sold an item on Facebook Marketplace. Maybe it was those Taylor Swift tickets and you paid $500 and you sold them for $2,000. We might have to talk about paying taxes on the gains between that. But for you that are just passing money back and forth between friends or paying off a friend for, reimbursing them, you still might get one of these 1099K forms, but you're not going to have to pay taxes on that. We have a way for us to offset those dollars from, making sure that they're not taxable to you. So again, something that's going to impact you in the next handful of years. Maybe why have you not seen it yet? Well, back in 2021, this law was enacted that reduced the threshold for needing to file these forms. And that, again, threshold was reduced down from $20,000 to $600. But all of these third-party transaction companies have no way to determine what amount was just money between friends or what amount was from an employer to an employee. And so that has taken some time for it to work itself out in our financial system. But I think what you're going to see, maybe not here in filing your 2023 taxes, but when we file your 2024 taxes next year, we're going to have a lot more clients come to us with 1099Ks. And I want you to remember, don't panic, don't worry about it. Maybe just keep a better list of transactions on what that money was for. And that way, when we get those documents, we know to offset that income and to make sure it's not taxable to you. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.